what stands out to me is that people that like to make built-in excuses, I guess. I guess he had that one in his back pocket as soon as if things didn't go his way, that he knew exactly what he was going to go to, and that's exactly what he did. And honestly, give this guy 2 arms, 3, 4 arms, give him an octopus legs. That fight, you get taken down, it ain't going to get any better for you, my man. You end up in that position where I'm on top and I got a figure 4 on you. It's a bad night, no matter who you are. That's a bad position to be in. And I think he was a little delusional to think that he could really beat me as compromised as he says he was. I'm going based on his words. He did an interview saying that him and his coaches really thought that they could win like that because he's had that injury before and he's got through other fights and he's won them. But I'm not those other guys. This is a different animal that's standing in front of you. And all jokes aside, and like not trying to be cocky or anything, I just felt like my skill set on any given day, I beat that guy. You know, I just think he's a little too small for me. And his stance, no matter what, you get a grappler who's dedicated to getting the fight to the ground. You open yourself up when you try to overcommit doing all these fancy striking things. And eventually when that guy's pushing you backwards, you're going to get taken down unless you can knock the guy out cleanly on his way into a takedown kind of thing. So we fight 10 times. I think I win 8 or 9 out of those 10 times. I really do. I'm not saying that TJ could never have a good night against me. Yeah. That would be naive for me to say, but I recognize his talents and I recognize my skill set. And I just think mine are superior, and the better man won. It could have been his night, but fortunately for me, I'm the guy who walked away with the W that day.
Aljo, is any part of you frustrated that it seems like this keeps happening? The knee happens with Jan. Now this happens. It's like you're not doing anything wrong, but it's always, there's always something that allows a fan or an opponent to say like, oh, hey, Aljo, yeah, sure he won, but is that frustrating? I feel frustrated for you. Are you frustrated?
Well, people look into what I'm saying a little too much. They say, oh, if he doesn't care, then why does he keep talking about it? I talk about it because people keep asking me. So here we are again. People are asking me, which is who you're asking me. And I'm going to say, yes, it's definitely annoying. It's definitely frustrating because they're acting as if like I can't fight. You would think that I cannot fight and that my opponent slipped on banana pills and I just luckily got my hand raised. It's not that. and I want to say, I do think people like a TV. If you leave the TV on for a long period of time, you turn it off, it burns the image into the screen, like one of those bad program TVs. And I think people have a bad image in their head and perception of me from my first Jan fight that it completely negates any good that I've done on this title run to even get to this position. And they forget how good I actually am.
Yeah.
And I'm not one to toot my own horn. I know I'm good. I know I'm good based on the work that I've put in and the results that I'm getting in these competitions. So that lets me know where I stand. But it's like the fans, some of them don't really understand, or they can't put 2 and 2 together because they saw one bad fight. And I said why I had a bad performance. Right. And then the second fight should have been like a complete eraser.
Right.
But I think that's where things lie. I think they saw you lucked out with the knee, which I did. I lucked out that Jan was a bonehead. I got lucky because of what he did. I didn't do anything wrong. He was kicking my ass, starting to kick my ass, and he should have won if I didn't take him down and get his back at the end of that 4th or even in the 5th round, because I wasn't going to quit. So we'll never know. But he was on his way to winning the fight. I've said this multiple times. But he gave me an opportunity to show that was just a shell of Aljamain Sterling. If I could compete at 50%, imagine what I could do when the gas tank is full. I showed that in the rematch. And even in the rematch, I felt like I was a little bit reserved because I just wanted to get the win. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to get the win. And in this one with TJ, I knew I was going to steamroll him and I was going to open up and it was going to be a barn burner of a fight. But fortunately for me, it just went my way and I just dominated the position, and the same thing happened with Sandhagen. So I don't know how these guys can deny the talent. The skill set is there. Like
I think at some point people just say stuff and who even cares? Like,
I don't care in the fact that like like I'm going to be up at night over it.
Right.
I care in the sense that it's like
annoying.
It's my body of work. And it's just like, how can you deny? So it's like, if I told you 2 + 2 = 4 and someone kept trying to tell you it was 5
Yeah,
you're going to be annoyed and bothered by that. Like, it's not the
absolutely.
fact that you're like, I'm just looking
Right.
at you like,
You know they're wrong, but
yeah, it's
it's
like, you're,
still annoying.
oh,
I know.
that's what it is. But other
You
than
don't
that,
get to
man,
be UFC champion if you
by
ain't
accident.
literally the best. Yeah, like
Yeah.
it,
And,
it doesn't happen.
but I get it. You can make the case that it has been weird, but I think it's really because of the first Jan fight that has
Yeah, I
made
think so too.
everything so strange to people. And they're like, oh, he's got the luckiest title run. I'm like, how how am I lucky? I didn't do anything wrong but go out there and compete, and I won. Like, what do you want me to do?
I
That's
know.
all I
Look,
can
yeah,
control.
look at the fighters you beat. All right, for the haters, they yeah, go somewhere. Talk to me about now the guy who's the number one contender. I know you've had some words at points with Sean O'Malley. Is that what you like next? What's the best fight for you next, Aljo? As far as the thing that excites you the most, what do we where do we see you going from here?
Well, I like money. Money excites me.
Yeah,
And
and that would bring money.
if there's a money fight, it's sugar tits. And
Yeah,
again, it's not even me calling him sugar tits to be disrespectful. I just think it's funny. But the guy can fight. He's got serious skills. And if we're talking the matchup that's probably can go my way or really go the other way for him,
yeah,
that's the matchup right there. Because I think obviously I take him down, and I think this about anybody. I take them down. It's a bad night. I think O'Malley's got decent skills off of his back, but
yeah.
I think I do the same thing to him, and I steamroll him as well. But I can also see him catching me and getting a crazy highlight,
Hmm?
which would be unfortunate. Knock on wood. Make sure that does not happen. But that would be the money fight. That excites me. But there's so many good challenges out there. The only one, if I'm being honest, the one that excites me the least is the Cejudo fight. It really
Wow.
is. And I don't say that to disrespect him. I say that because he hasn't competed in so long that it's like only the real diehard fans I feel like are going to care about that matchup in the
Right.
wrestling community. Other than like everyone, like this fight with TJ, everyone cared.
Yeah.
This fight with O'Malley, everyone will care. And
Huge.
that's what I want. I want people to be engaged and in tune and wanting to see the fight versus this is just a very competitive matchup from two high level competitors. Like, I'm all about the competition, but at the same time, like, I just want people to care. I want people to care to want to see it. If you don't want to watch it, then it's like, what are we even doing this for, Henry? Like, no one wants to see it. That's why I've been telling him, like, dude, fight one fight, go out there and kick somebody's ass, and then
Right.
let's build the fight.
Right.
That's the right way to do it. But he wants to, I don't know. I mean, again, it's not disrespect to Henry. I just want it to make sense. I want people to want to be like, I can't wait to see this matchup because there's something there. Henry show that he's still the guy. I mean, his resume speaks for itself, but again, I just feel like no one cares about the fight. And then you got Cheeto, and then you got Sandhagen, and then we know Dana sometimes gives title shots off of losses. So then you also got Piotr Jan, who's right there as well. So there's no shortages of challenges at this point.
No, and you versus Sugar, without, I mean, just a blockbuster fight. I can't wait, Aljo. There's a lot of exciting stuff. Again, you defend that belt, the UFC Bantamweight champion, man, Aljamain Sterling. Thank you, brother, as always. I appreciate from 2017 until right now, man. I really appreciate you, Aljo.
Nah, thank you guys for always having me. And I do want to say shout out to the fans for always tuning in. And again, if you like me, great. If you don't, great. It's all the same. But for the ones that do support me and have nothing but love and positive energy, man, I truly support you guys because you guys are the ones that make this more fun. Like, the ones who hate can really take the fun out of it, which is why I ignore those guys to a certain extent because I still get on there and I entertain and I engage the trolls. That's just my personality. For some reason, I could probably stop doing that, but I'm never going to stop doing it because that wouldn't be me. I wouldn't be true to myself. So I try to engage as much as I can to give fans access to me and make it fun. It's more fun when you're engaging with the fans. And I think that's why we're such a different sport compared to every other sport, because you don't get this type of engagement with the athletes. And so I hope they do appreciate it. I know a lot of them truly do. And again, you don't got to be rooting for me, but I'm just want people to respect the fighters, whether it's me or my opponent. Just show respect. And I think that's what it's all about. And let the guys that are going to punch each other in the face and the girls, if they want to talk shit, let them talk shit. Because guess what? We're going to punch each other in the face. Ultimately, at the end of the day, there's not much respect there if you ask me. So, yeah, thank you guys.